If Nikola Jokic wins the MVP, he's the worst player to win the MVP since Dave Cowens.
No, it's only 3 guys that won the MVP that wasn't top 10 in scoring. Do you know who those 3 guys were? Steve Nash, Jokic, and Dirk Nowitzki. No.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Jokic is probably statistically, when it comes to overall game, the worst MVP winner. He is the worst MVP winner in the last 40 years.
Why you say that?
When you're talking about MVP, the guys outside of first and second place, their teams was first and second place. The people who won the MVP, their teams was first and second. When Jordan won it, his team record, they were 7th in the NBA. That year, he averaged 35, 6, 5, 3 steals. All-Star MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, scoring titles, steals leader. That was the MVP. Historic year. Makes sense, right? That makes sense. When Westbrook won it, his team had the 10th best record. Triple-double.
First time since Oscar Robertson is
He did something amazing. His team was 10th, but he did something that wasn't done since Oscar Robertson. When Jokic, in 2021, Jokic's team was 5th. He averaged 26, 8, and 10. What was the historic part of that?
I think this was the best season of my life. And the cherry on the top is probably the trophy that I got. So
there was no historian. Oh, the big man almost had a triple-double. Let's give it to him. That's what the narrative was. A big man almost won the triple-double, and they gave it to him when his team record was like that.
Thank you. Because of you, the big man is back. You're the first big man to win an MVP in a long time. I thank you, and I appreciate you very much.
His second MVP, his team was tied in 10th place. 10th best record in the NBA, 27, 8, and 13. What was historic about it? The 2 people before him had an amazing season. When you're talking about historic, Magic, teams first place, second place, first place. Jordan 7th, 2nd, 1-1. Bird 1-1. His team was first place every time he won it. LeBron first, 4th, 1st. Jokic 5th and 10th. That is. They did that.
Yes.
They did that, and it ain't his fault.
He really did not care if he won the MVP. He didn't care about any of that.
Yeah. So look, his first 2 ones, he probably shouldn't have had those. If you go by history, last year, that should have been his, shouldn't have been Embiid's. Now, Jokic is sitting in first with great stats, right?
And you go with it.
Now, you know what I mean? Now you're sitting there like, well, shit. I mean, we done cheated for him the last couple of years, so we got to give it to him this year. So when you look at the history of this game, right? How Jokic won his MVP has never been, it's like we're dumbing down.
Right.
We're dumbing down the game for a narrative.
I'm looking at the odds in front of me. Joker's a big favorite to win his 3rd MVP.
He's definitely in the conversation. If they finish with the best record.
After tonight, even if I didn't want to agree that Joker was the favorite, which I didn't disagree with that at all before tonight, but if I wanted to agree, if I wanted to disagree with that, after tonight, you kind of can't say a word. You kind of got to be like, yeah, like it's him.
Yeah.
85 first place votes for MVP and ESPN straw poll. Received 85 of 100 first place votes. And guess what? He's on the verge of getting my vote.
Well, Jokic should be the MVP.
I do. He's shooting almost 60% from the floor, Stephen A. And on a nightly basis, he's giving you these numbers, and we take them for granted now. We take them for granted now.